my book and wax friends. Welcome to my channel. I am Amber if you're new, and I post about all things bookish and home fragrance. And today's video is all about my 5-star predictions for the third quarter of the year. If you have not watched my wrap up for the second quarter of the year predictions, I will link that at the end of the video. I didn't do very well. I thought I would have improved from the first quarter, but I didn't. But that's okay. I am hopeful that the books I have to share with you guys will be 5 stars, because that's the whole point of our reading, right? Is we're hoping that each read will be a 5-star read. So I have quite a few right here that I have to share with you. So these are the 10 that I think for the third quarter will be 5 stars. So let's jump into it. The first one I do have, and I am a library getter. I check out books from the library a lot. So a lot of my books will be from the library. And the library is the best. I love the library. I'm so grateful for libraries. So anyway, this one is from the library, and it is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And I know this is a general fiction, maybe literary fiction, slash mystery. Now that I'm seeing the sticker, it's a mystery, and it's about an older lady whose husband dies, and she ends up working at an aquarium at night. Where is it at? Puget Sound. So she ends up working at night, and she ends up, there's a mystery behind her son disappearing, and that was like 30 years ago. So I'm assuming that the mystery is something to do with maybe she finds out where he is, or he comes back or something. I don't know. But it also includes an octopus, and there's a friendship, I guess, that forms between the two of them. And I've heard that you get points of view from the octopus as well. And so I've heard really good things about this one. Octopi scare me. I'm not a fan of them, so that's why I've kind of put off reading this book, but I've heard so many people say it's a wonderful book, and so I'm hopeful that it's going to be 5 stars. Okay, the next one on my third quarter list is Sunrise on the Reaping. How could I not choose this one? This is by Suzanne Collins, and it is a prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy about Haymitch's story during his Hunger Games. And so as you can see, I do have a bookmark. I am close to being done already, probably about an 1/8 left, and I'm dreading it, but I've been enjoying it so far, and so far it's giving me those 5-star feels. So I'm hopeful for that one. So I may have to, well, like I said, all of these I'm thinking and hoping will be 5 stars. They are my predictions, so I'm hoping they all are 5 stars. Okay, after that is one I do not have yet, and that is The Book That Wouldn't Burn. This is by Mark Lawrence, and it's a fantasy novel about, I'm not even really sure. I know it's about, I think, I could be totally wrong. If you've read the book, let me know. About this library that some people are trapped in, and it is a fantasy world. And then about someone else that ends up coming. That's so terrible. I'm going to look it up, because now I don't remember at all, obviously. And I want to know what it is. So we're going to look real quick. It's hard when you have so many books on your TBR, and it's been a minute since you've made the decision. And then you're like, oh wait, what was that about? Okay, so this is part of the library trilogy, which I think the last book comes out this year. Okay, we're gonna read the synopsis together so I can be refreshed on what it is. A boy has lived his whole life trapped within a vast library. Okay, I was right about that. Older than empires and larger than cities. A girl has spent hers in a tiny settlement out on the dust where nightmares stalk and no one goes. The world has never, ever noticed them. That's about to change. Their stories spiral around each other across worlds and time. Okay, that's cool. This is a tale of truth and lies and hearts and the blurring of one into another, a journey on which knowledge erodes certainty, and on which, though the pen may be mightier than the sword, blood will be spilled and cities burned. So, okay, I remember now why that was one I really wanted to read. And that is on my 25 and 2025. Remarkably Bright Creatures is 2, if I'm remembering right. So, anyway, sounds good. Okay, next up, wait, was this the next one? Now I gotta look. Next up, yes, is House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin A. Craig. I know this is a reimagining of the 12 Dancing Princesses, except with a gothic twist. It says, in a manor by the sea, 12 sisters are cursed. Annalie lives a sheltered life at Highmore with her sisters. Once there were 12, but loneliness fills the grand halls now that four of the girls' lives have been cut short, each death more tragic than the last. Disturbed by a series of ghostly visions, Annalie becomes increasingly suspicious that her sisters' deaths were no accidents. The girls have been sneaking out every night to attend glittering balls, dancing until dawn in silk gowns and shimmering slippers, and Annalie isn't sure whether to try to stop them or to join their forbidden trysts. Because who or what are they dancing with? So, sounds good. Perfect for Summerween. That's happening right now. And I'm hopeful that will be 5 stars. Okay, after that is another book I do not have at the moment, and that is The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. Second book in the Mistborn series. I did, spoiler, it's a 5-star. Mistborn was a 5-star. You can go back, like I said, I'll post it at the end and see my wrap up. Was a 5-star. I loved it. It was so good, and I can't wait to get to the second book. So this is a fantasy world that has to deal with the magic system, deals with ingesting metals, and you follow this girl named Vin who finds out she is a Mistborn. She's able to control certain aspects of the magic through the metals, and it's a heist overthrowing the government story. It's so good. So I can't wait to get to the second book. And I have hope that it's going to be 5 stars. All right, after that is The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. I did receive an ARC copy of this. I'm so excited. I did really enjoy the first book, The Spell Shop. And this is a continuation, but I don't know how connected to the other story it will be. But I do know it's in the same world. And it is about a girl who ended up, or I think she was a librarian or a magician of some sort. This doesn't have the... Anyway, she ends up breaking the law by creating a sentient spider plant because she was lonely. And from that, she ends up being turned into a wooden statue. And that's the last she knows until she wakes up one day somewhere else rather than the empire she was on, the capital of this empire. And she's in this enchanted greenhouse, and it goes from there. So this is a cozy fantasy. And like I said, I love the first book. That wasn't 5 stars, but it was close. But I have high hopes for this one. And how could I not choose it with how beautiful the cover is? I love the covers on these. They give off that whimsical vibe that I adore. All right, after that is The Floating World by Axio. Look at this. So pretty. This is a Fairy Loot edition, and I adore it. And I'm excited to get to this. And I think it's going to be 5 stars. It is about a girl who is has this light magic, but she doesn't realize that she does. And this soldier who is like on the hunt for her because he can receive a reward if he finds whoever has this type of magic. And the story goes from there. So that's all I really know, but it's beautiful. How can I not pick this as a 5-star? Yes, I'm biased because of the cover, but the other cover, the regular cover, I like too. So I'm hopeful that is 5 stars. After that, my next 5-star prediction is another beautiful one, A Forgery of Fate. This is by Elizabeth Lim. And again, gorgeous. I love this. This is the Owl Crate edition. One of my favorites of the half of the year as far as special editions go. And this is about a girl who is a forger of art, I think it was. Truyen Saigas didn't choose to become a con artist, but after her father is lost at sea, it's up to her to support her mother and 2 younger sisters. A gifted art forger, True, has a unique ability to paint the future, and she is trying to pay her mother's gambling debts, and she ends up into a marriage contract with a like dragon king, and he lives under the sea. And so I'm not sure exactly what happens, obviously, because I haven't read it yet, but I've heard such good things about this one. I'm very excited. And this is on, if you watched my TBR, this is on my official TBR for July, and I'm excited to get to it. Okay, and then the next 2 books are The Love Haters. I moved that over from my predictions from the second quarter, has not come in at my library yet. I have it on hold, still waiting for it. So The Love Haters by Catherine Center. I'm hopeful it's a 5 stars. I've had 5 stars in the past. I did DNF. If you watched my wrap up, I'll probably link that one too for you guys. I DNF'd her last book, The Rom-Comers, just because I got frustrated with it. I only got a couple chapters in, and there was a lot more profanity than I'm used to from Catherine Center, harsh profanity, just in those couple chapters, and so I got annoyed and I DNF'd it. So I may get back to it, I don't know, but I do want to read The Love Haters, and I know it's about a girl who's a reporter, I think, and she goes to interview a lifeguard, but she doesn't know how to swim. And it takes place in the Florida Keys, I'm pretty sure, or Key West, which, is that in the Florida Keys? I don't remember. You can let me know that if you want in the comments. And it's a romance rom-com. I do love Catherine Center. I think she does write wonderful characters and wonderful love stories that are clean. I just wish the profanity hadn't been in the last book. But anyway, I'm hopeful that this is going to be 5 stars. And then the last one is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I have heard such good things about Jane Eyre. I haven't ever read it, and I've wanted to for a while, and I was like, I'm putting it on my 25 and 2025 list. And for me, it felt like September would be the perfect month to read it. So September, I am reading it, so it coincides with the third quarter for my 5-star prediction. So many people love it, so I am hopeful that it will be 5 stars for me as well. So that's it, you guys. That is all the books, my 10 books that I am predicting will be 5 stars for the months of July through September. So stay tuned for my wrap up once September is done, and we'll see if I do better than I have the past 2 quarters. So Have you read any of these books? Let me know down in the comments and what you rated them, if you think my ratings are accurate, or if you think no, you're not going to like them. Let me know that down in the comments. I appreciate all of you guys. Please like and subscribe for more book and home fragrance content. And until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.